Gambling Goosecast. It's the Gambling Goosecast. It's the Gambling Goosecast. It's the Gambling Goosecast. If you're a sports fan and wanna bet, this is the right place. Just write your picks on the internet, and I'll put them all together in one parlay. Put it in the books, yeah.
Welcome to episode 28 of the Gambling Goosecast. It is Tuesday, February 26, 2019, and I'm here with another round of bets to make a parlay. But first, let's recap last night's bets. First bet, Golden State at Charlotte, -8 at -105 for the odds. I put $100 on this from a single bet to win 95-24, and Golden State dominated, winning the game 121-110, but that's still closer than what that fourth quarter showed. They're unbelievable, and like I said, they don't lose 2 games in a row. I mean, of course they have, but bet it while it's hot. Golden State doesn't lose 2 in a row. 1-0 for the parlay. Next bet, 76ers 1.5 plus 1.5 at -110 for odds against the Pelicans. I bet 100 on this to win 90-91, and 76ers just outright won this game 111-110 without Embiid. But the Pelicans are in such a disarray right now with Anthony Davis. They're a team to bet against, that's for sure. So it's 2-0 for the parlay. And here's where things get dicey. Next bet, Tampa Bay Lightning, -1.5 on the puck line at -115 to win 86-96. Betting $100. They played against LA at home, and they were leading the game. They're leading the game 2-0, sorry, until the third period, and then teams just both started scoring. Ended up going to OT at 3-3, and then did a shootout and won the game 4-3. But don't matter, they did not cover the puck line, and so I lost that. So that is 2-1 in the parlay. And then the next game was Kansas State +4 at -115 for odds, betting 100 to win 86-96. And Kansas dominated this. They won the game 64-49. Dedrick Lawson dominated with a double-double, and Kansas State was cold as hell. It was embarrassing. I was talking a lot of shit about Kansas, but they looked good. They looked great, actually. Kansas State did not look very good, but these rivalry games, you never know. Shouldn't have bet them. But we ended up 2-2 on the night. The parlay was 25 to win $300.70, and of course we lost that. So our new parlay record is 2-16. We're down $1,150. Our single bet record is 51-65-4, and we are down $285.87. This episode's bets, we got college basketball, NBA, and hockey again. Let's start with college basketball.
Awesome, baby! Awesome, baby! Slam jam, baby! Awesome, baby! Awesome, baby!
Dickie V, baby! All right, our one and only college basketball pick is from Reddit user Operation Longsleeves. Solid name, by the way. I'll give him that. And he picked the Iowa at Ohio State game. He picked the money line. Money line was not available, so we're getting +2 for Iowa at Ohio State. The game starts at 6 p.m. Central tonight. And here's what he wrote. Iowa continues to find themselves in close games as they have had 4 straight games come down to the very end, winning 3 of them. The Hawkeyes play inside out, most of the time surrounding their 2 leading scorers and big men inside with 3 shooters. Ohio State is not scary at home and doesn't really have any sort of identity as a team. Their strength is defensively, but they aren't top tier in any defensive categories. Iowa's scoring versatility, combined with Ohio State's inability to beat any quality opponents, leads to an upset in Columbus. Put in the books, Iowa +2 at -110. Now on to my new passion? No, not even close. Now on to hockey. All right, for hockey tonight, go back to Reddit for the user Foresight2020. His play of the day is St. Louis Blues money line at -145. They are playing the Predators. And he wrote, here we have a division game between two good teams, except as of right now, one is power ranked at 22 according to oddshark.com, which is fairly accurate, and the other is on fire. The Blues are 3-0 against the Predators in the last 3 meetings, as well as 8-1-1 in their last 10. The Predators are just 5-4-1 and just got shut out 5-0 by the Avalanche. In division games, the home team is always on the upper hand, especially when it's the game that means something. The Predators are 1-2 in their last 3 road games within their last 10 games, and the Blues are 4-0 in their home games within the last 10 games. Good enough for me. I'm trying to learn this hockey shit. It's hard to follow, but I think I'm getting a little bit better at it. So put in the book St. Louis Blues -145. All right, on to NBA. Take it away, Kawhi.
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
That's such a solid edit. All right, we got 2 picks for NBA tonight. Our first pick is from Reddit user Cousin Conte, I believe. And he is picking Orlando -7 at -110 at the New York Knicks. This game's on at 6:30 p.m. tonight, Central Time. And he wrote, reasoning, let me say something. I am possibly will be after this Porzingis trade and free agency, a diehard Knicks fan. There's only so much misery a man can take. The Knicks are the definition of abysmal, and a spread of 7 against my betting favorite team, the Magic, is a goddamn steal. The Magic have to be one of the hottest against the spread NBA teams, 8-2 in the last 10, beating with this last being a demolition of the Raptors. The Magic have great big men, and Fournier is going to feast against the Knicks guards. I also know that Grant has resentment towards the Knickerbockers and will be a great spark off the bench. On the other hand, the possible fucking taking Knicks are coming off a great win against the Spurs, which is why we got a nice little spread of 7. Perfect opponent to take advantage. Perfect opportunity to take advantage. All right, Cousin Conte. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Put in the books, Orlando -7. And the final pick of the day is my pick. I'm picking the Raptors -4 versus Celtics. Taking the Raptors here. They are 25-6 at home, and the Celtics are on a 2-game losing streak. Kawhi Leonard will be back tonight. And that's all you need to know. Put in the books, Raptors -4. That game's on at 7 p.m. Central. All right, so here's the parlay for the night. Iowa +2 at -110. St. Louis Blues -140. Magic -7 at -110. Raptors -4 at -105. The parlay is 25 to win 279.96. I'm betting 100 on all of those. Obviously, the Blues at minus 140. It only hits 71.43, but everyone seems pretty confident about that. If you want to call in this podcast, you probably know the number by now if you're listening, but it's 715-256-7840. That is 715-256-7840. Call in with your name, your pick, and the reason why. I record every day pretty much, Monday through Friday. I'm starting to. Around like 7 a.m. I know it's tough, but if you want to call in the night before, you can. Just get it in. Call in any day you want, any pick you want, any sport you want. As long as there's a line on it, I'll bet it. But you got to give me a good reason. You can't just be like, I'll take Brazil or I'll take Manchester. Well, why? I don't know anything about soccer or hockey. Yeah, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Just leave a voicemail. I'll play it. Give you some credit. Reach my very few listeners. But hey, you're reaching someone. Broadening your horizon. Anyway, back to the podcast. You can find this on Apple Podcasts, iTunes. What else? Google Play, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and YouTube. Get it on YouTube. I'm getting 0 views lately. It's kind of embarrassing. Maybe I got to put better content out. That's it for this episode. Put in the books and win some fucking money.
I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If the scat man can do it, so can you. Everybody's saying that the scat man stutters but does. Michael, are you okay? Did you throw up in there?
Oh, I'm just pooping. You know how I be.
But it smells like throw up in here.
Crazy world, a lot of smells.